Okay, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is an image. I've used a butterfly for mine. It doesn't have to be a butterfly, but I'm going to work on a butterfly to show you. Now with your image, just make sure it has some nice solid lines for you to work with. You can see in both these designs there's some really nice solid lines, makes it nice and easy. Because what we want to do is these bits here inside we're going to do in different colors, and that's what's going to create our stained glass. And then this outline is going to remain black, and that's the edging of our stained glass. So this design here I actually got through Terri Johnson Creates. I'm part of her silhouette club, and every month she sends out projects for us to do. So I've put a link in the description and you can pop on over there and have a look. It's a really cool little club and you get some amazing projects to do. This one's just from my graphics file, so I'm just going to work on this one to show you. So the first thing you need to do is a tracer image. Excellent. Okay, so we got our trace done. Then what we want to do is we want to release the compound path so that we make all these little bits separate. And then what we're going to do is hold down our shift key and select all these little bits. And then we're going to group it. And then you want to copy and paste. Put that to one side. We're going to use that in a moment. And this one here you need to group back together. Pop that down here. So bring over all your little bits, select it, go to offset, and you probably want to bring it down to about 0.8. Sorry, 0.08. That's better. So it is just outside of the original box. Click apply, group. Okay, so now if we put these little bits over here and we line them up, we can see that they match up fairly nicely. Awesome. Okay, so this bit here is going to be our outline. We're not going to do much with that, we're just going to leave that there for now. I will take the sizing back, that was the wrong thing to do. Right, okay. So let's release this one again. And now we want to make sure, actually we'll just ungroup, sorry. Now we want to select our colors, so maybe we'll go, that one can be pink. And this one here can be blue. So depending on what colors you have in your Oracle 8300, you can select your colors. Okay. So let's have a look. Ah, that looks very pretty. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is get this ready for cut. So select it all and group it again and resize it to what you need. I'm going to keep mine big because I need to be able to show you what's happening. If I make it too small, you can't see it. I think I did mine at about, I think they were about 5 centimeters when I did mine, and I actually did 2, so I'll show you how to do that too. Alright, so I'm going to keep it big, but I'll make it a little bit smaller so I can show you how to do 2. So what I did was I selected it, I copied it, I pasted it, and then I just mirrored it. Made it smaller, and then offset it down. Very simple. So I have one big butterfly and one small butterfly. So, alright, so what we want to do is select our colors. So hold down the shift key and select all the pink. Group them together. And there's our pink. And then do the blue, hold down the shift key, select them, group them and move them off. And do that with every colour. This will just make it easier for you when it comes to layering them. Okay, so we have all our colours. Let's select our butterflies again and group them together. Alright, so the first thing we would do, obviously, is cut our butterflies. I cut mine on black matte vinyl, but you can do black gloss. It doesn't even have to be black if you don't want it to be, but I think black looks nice with a stained glass look. So yeah, so you're going to cut this on the black. I use my cut settings for vinyl, and I use a ratchet blade. I'm working on a Cameo 4. My cut settings are 4/7, speed 5, with my blade depth at 3. This may differ for you. If you might not have you might have an older blade, you might have a new blade. It does depend on quite a few different things. So always do a test cut and just check before you cut your piece. But yeah, so you're going to cut your black, and then you are going to put your Oracle 8300 either on your mat, or if you don't cut with a mat, then straight into your machine, and you're going to cut your different colors. So cut them. We've already resized everything, so what you want to do is basically cut them as they are, and that's going to make it so much easier for you when you come to layering these before putting them on your piece. Okay, let's get cutting and I can show you the rest of it. Alright, let's start weeding. So I use the reverse weeding method for my black butterfly. I separated the top butterfly from the bottom butterfly just through the vinyl with my scalpel, and I removed all the larger internal pieces. I'm using my weeding ring from the Vinyl Loft. Makes things so much easier. Those sticky little bits, they just get everywhere. They're very difficult to get off the scalpel, and the weeding ring just makes it so much easier. So we just go through, remove all those internal bits, take your transfer tape, place it over the entire design, brayer at both sides, peel off your paper, and then just peel off the excess black, and that should leave your design on the transfer tape. It makes weeding so much easier. I did lose my little butterfly's antennas. I should have made them thicker. And just peel it off. Just watch those little bits when you get to the antenna. Put the backing back on that one. For the Oracle A8300, I just wanted to remove the larger pieces, leave all my little bits and pieces on the backing. We don't put transfer tape on those at this particular moment in time. So just remove all that excess. It does look like a bit of wastage, but honestly, it just makes it so much easier. If you have all those little bits, you're going to have to place them manually. Grab yourself some baking paper, cut it to the size you need. Anchor it down. I use just a bit of washi tape. Put your butterfly outline over the top, leaving a little bit exposed over the top of the baking paper. And then position your colours underneath. When you get them lined up, remove the baking paper and brayer them down. And repeat the process. So anchor it down, do the next colour, remove the baking paper, brayer it down, and you keep going until all those colours are on your outline. This is the easiest way to position when you've got multi layers, especially with decals. It makes it so much easier if you use the baking paper method. Right, now we have all those colours on there, so our butterfly is ready to apply. So grab your milk carton or whatever you're applying on. I'm using the milk carton, which came from Only the Sweet Stuff, and I think it is an awesome item to use for this. So you simply place it on there, you brayer it down, gently peel back your transfer tape, and your project's done.